Happy Friday! Welcome to this week's live stream. My goodness everyone, we are at the legendary Lukla airport in the Himalayas. Today we're flying the towless A319 from this deadly mountainside airstrip to Paro, one of the world's most dangerous landing spots. Wish me luck guys, and here we go. It's going to be a good one today. Welcome Andre, welcome, welcome. Enjoy your prom tonight. So, let us get these batteries on, 1 and 2. Let us take some ground power, excellent. Let's pop down here and we'll get our display brightness up on this screen, on this one. And we'll pop over to this side here and we'll grab this screen. We'll grab this screen as well. Fantastic. Okay, just got to pop down here. As usual, turn these lights on, that light there, and that light there for our display units. Let's pop up here and we will align the IRS so the aircraft knows where it is. Lovely. Okay, we'll get these over to nav, and nav. Pop down to the FMCs, turn the brightness up on there, just get rid of that. And we'll do the same over that side, job done. Okay, lovely, so let's pop out our FMCs and we're going to get our flight plan plugged in here. So we need to trick the FMC into thinking we're going from somewhere else. So we'll tell it we're going from, I think it's Kathmandu, and we're going across to Paro Airport, and we're going to hit align IRS. Lovely, our flight number today is Druk Air 1103. Cool, so we're going to load up our aircraft. We need a zero fuel weight of 49.6 and we need fuel of 5867. So we're going to get our fuel in there and our zero fuel weight. Let's kick some passengers off to get our weight down. You don't want to come on this flight anyway. It's not going to be a soft landing. 49.56, close enough. Lovely. Okay, there we go guys. So that is our aircraft fuel loaded. Here's our flight plan. So we don't really care about departures and stuff from these airports here. We just need to get our waypoints programmed in here. So it's Tumley, Takti, which is that one right there, and then the Paro VOR, which is that one. I'm going to clear out this discontinuity, and our arrival, I'm going to go for a visual onto 33 at Paro. Job done, happy days. Okay, we'll pop down and we will get our, let's get our radio panels on, 1 and 2 here. Pop back to the FMC and back to init. Let's get our cost index. Today is 27. We're going to be cruising at 33,000 feet. Lovely. Okay, we'll pop over to here. We just need to feed in our fuel and CG values. So the CG is 29.6 and zero fuel weight of 49.5. Cool. Block fuel today of 5.9 roughly. So that's our fuel prediction in there. That's all good. Let's go to our perf page. We will want. We do need to pick a departure runway. Okay, fine. Fine. You'll get a departure runway. Any of these is good. There we go. No SID. Lovely. Cool. Alright. Let's go back to our perf page. We want flaps 1. And so flaps will be 1/down 0.1 today. Fantastic. It says flex to 43, but we're just going to go full takeoff power. V speeds today, who even cares? 139, 147, and 149. Lovely. So this is going to be a fairly non-standard takeoff here today. Okay, cool. So we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this. Lovely. We can pop up here and get our APU master switch on. We'll sort out the lights. What do we want? Beacon wings, nav and logo lights, seat belts, no smoking, emergency exits, all the usual stuff. Cool, happy days. So our APU master is on. Let's get our fuel pumps on over here. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's start the APU. I'm going to pop down here. I'm Going to get our cruise altitude into our control panel, 33,000 feet. Lovely. Going to set the altimeters to standard because we are already, if you look up there at Fly Live, we are already at 9,000 feet above the ground. So standard pressure. Pop back up top, get our APU bleed on there. Our packs off. There we go, just waiting for this APU to start up here, guys. So the weather today in Lukla, look at that drop off that mountain there. The weather today in Lukla could be a lot worse. I'm fairly happy with these conditions. At least I can see the end of the runway today, guys. You wouldn't want to take off here in thick fog. We'll talk a little bit more about all of the airport and that kind of thing later on. So APU is available. External power goes off. We can pop to our ground services, disconnect our ground power unit there. Lovely. So let's check the IRS. It wants another 5 minutes, so we're going to speed that up. We're going to go quicker line. Lovely, we are almost ready to go. Just need to check if we have any ATC online. Does not appear to be anybody as far as I can see. Okay, cool. Excellent, so we'll tune our radios to Unicom. Lovely, so squawk codes here. Need to identify as our flight number 110 Street. Lovely. There we go, and we'll just get that to on. Alright, it is time to taxi over to the runway, guys. And then once we are on the runway, we'll need to push back. But first, we'll need to start our engine. So we'll get our engine number 2 started up there. Here we go, guys. Here we go. It's going to be an interesting experience getting off this runway. Lukla only has sort of one arriving and departing runway, so we have to depart essentially off the edge of the mountain. If you've ever seen GoldenEye, that bit where that aircraft sort of flies off a mountain at the start and James Bond dives after it, and then the aircraft eventually starts to climb, it's going to be a little bit like that today. As we get off this, as we fall off this shelf here, and just after we depart, there's literally a mountain, which we'll need to avoid as well. So we've got engine number 1, engine number 2 started. Let's get engine number 1 started here, guys. We'll just watch that. We'll watch that start up. Let's just remind ourselves of that insane drop off the edge of the runway. Andre, yeah, I have practiced the approach. Honestly, man, it's not going to be a soft landing today. The thing is, if that last hill wasn't there, it would be like a really easy straight-in approach. But because you have that last hill, you need to come in really steep over the trees. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit scary, man. It's going to be a bit scary, but you know, I'm here to entertain, right? So we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, guys, all the same. Okay, let's pop up here. Let's get our packs 1 and 2 on. We'll get the anti-ice on. I have no idea what the temperature is out there, but we'll stick the anti-ice on. APU bleed and master can go off as we've got our engines on. Let's put this terrain radar on, and it's all red already. Pop the airports onto our navigation display there. Cool, we need to set our flaps. Flap set. We've got our checklist to follow here, so auto brake over to max. Check cabin. Cabin checked. Buckle up, guys. And check takeoff config just down there. Happy days. Takeoff checklist is complete. We're going to pop up here. We'll get our window heat on, which is right there. There we go. Been flying Cessnas all week. Window heat is on. Just going to pop down to the FMCs again because we will want to be at the Paro VOR here. We will want to be at we'll want to be at 9,000 feet. So I'm going to go slash 90. Yeah, there we go, lovely. So we now got, try and get Paro at 9,000 feet there. We will see. Lovely. Okay, here comes the fun part. Right. Let's get out there to the runway today, guys. As the plane starts rolling down the hill already. Jesus. Okay, here we are. Just make sure we actually get off here.
Approaching 24.
Yep, definitely approaching the runway. Go out here. And quite a late turn if we can. Okay, here's our runway, guys. What we need to do
on runway 24, 1,500 feet remaining.
Yes, it's very short. I know that. Thank you. First of all, thank you to there we go. Parking brakes are on. Good. Thank you to the guys, Aiden and Cobalt Skies. Thank you to you guys if you're watching for recommending me some plugins and some add-ons to use, so our runways are going to look a lot better. And
ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
We now have the runway awareness system, which is cool. So what we need to do here is we need to get pushed back up the runway.
Driving up.
We need to get pushed back up the runway just so we have enough tarmac to be able to get off here. You can see we are quite far down the runway at the moment, having just taxied off it. So we need to get pushed back up the runway, and then it'll be full takeoff power all the way down here, guys, all the way down. Once we leave the runway, we'll just need to pull up as quickly as possible and try and get some height.
On runway 24. On runway 24.
Yep, still on the runway. We are well aware of that. Okay, so. There we go, lovely. Where's our pushback truck gone? He'll be here. He will be here. It's all good. There we go. You can see the little lights.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Lovely. So because of the runway sort of terrain, our pushback truck has clipped through the floor, but it's fine. It will still connect, and it will still push us back, hopefully here. Okay, so while we wait for this truck, guys, yeah. So as I said, luckily you cannot go around if you are trying to land here and you get it wrong. You cannot go around at this airport. Paro, you can sort of just about go around and bring it back into the other runway, but it's really not a good idea.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released. Okay, let's wait for us to start the pushback. Please start with pushback, that would be great. Anytime you like. Anytime you like. So yeah, go arounds at Lukla, not going to happen. Go arounds at Paro should be doable, but really quite dangerous. Come on, start with pushback. Start the pushback, please. Are we starting the pushback here? No, it is not. What are you doing? What are you doing? Push me back. Okay, gonna stop pushback.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
There we go. And I'm gonna try that again. We'll just have to roll down the runway a little bit further, just so the truck is able to push us back, because otherwise we're not going to get off this runway. It's a bit of faffing around. It is a little bit of faffing around, but we just need to be further up this runway, or we're just not going to make it off here. There we go. Okay, so what we'll do is, should we try and reconnect? What we'll do is we'll disconnect it, and then we'll roll down the runway a little bit further and get her to reconnect and push us back up. So Andre, tell me about, while we're waiting for this truck to behave itself, tell me about your prom night, man.
Tow is disconnected and bypass
Where are you going?
has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Okay, cool, lovely. So, truck is just driving away. And we'll need to call the truck back. And, bye truck, please come back. There we go, we'll need to call the truck back and get it to pick us up again. There we go, right. So, ready. Once it says start pushback again, we'll be able to resume our pushback here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. What's that truck doing? What are you doing? I think it's leaving. See you later. We do need to get pushed up this runway. Once we're in the air, it's like an hour. It's fairly quick. We'll see Mount Everest. It's going to be amazing. We just need to get off this runway. There we are.
Please show me where you want to go.
I'd like to go. What we'll do is we're going to roll. I'm going to roll down a little bit further. Just down a little bit further here. So the truck should have a much easier time connecting to us, guys. Parking brakes on. Lovely. Okay, go better pushback start.
Round to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, that should roughly do us, I would say. Lovely.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving.
Alright, let's try this again. Let's get this truck connected. Hello truck, how you doing? Let's get this truck connected and let's get off this runway. There's like, it's a sign you shouldn't bring certain, you should not bring certain aircraft to this airport. The Airbus is one of those. Oh, I really hope it goes well after all this. If I smack it into the ground and we crash, it's gonna have a bad time. We're gonna have a bad time, guys. But yeah, Andre, all the best for your prom night, man. I hope it goes well.
On runway 24. On.
There we go, here's our truck. Lovely. Just admire the scenery for a little bit while we're waiting for the truck to connect.
Closed. Ready to connect.
Lovely. So the scenery we have, it's standard scenery at Lukla Airport, and it's like proper photo scenery as soon as we leave the airport. The reason we can't have the photo scenery at Lukla is because it interferes with the runway. So our runway would look all weird if we had if we had that photo scenery here at Lukla. Okay, there we go. Our tow is connecting. Happy days, once more.
Tow connected.
Thank you.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Cool, parking brake released.
Starting pushback.
Starting pushback. Sweet. Did I just like forget to take the parking brake off before? Anyway, so the truck will, yeah, Andre man, I'm pretty sure I can, like, we just need to get pushed back all the way up the runway, dude. Like, this is our second pushback attempt. The first one, it's just a sign that you shouldn't bring the Airbus here, but our first pushback attempt, like, it just wouldn't push us up the hill, so we've had to roll a little bit further down the runway, so we can get this thing to actually push us up the hill. But yeah, I'm pretty confident we can do this, man. I mean, we've been burning a little bit of fuel while we've been sat here, so fingers crossed the aircraft should be a little bit lighter as well. Luckily, I mean, we are on VATSIM, we are connected to VATSIM, so I'm glad there is nobody else trying to fly out of here right now. And if somebody turns up, they can just go around, right? But it builds the suspense. This is, like I say, here to entertain and do stupid things with aeroplanes. Not only teach you guys how to fly aeroplanes, which is serious stuff, but they do stupid things with aeroplanes and try and do a good job of it. Oh my god, guys! Oh my god! Just seeing that Airbus and that Lukla Airport sign behind it, it's like this is not right. This is something that should not happen, you know. Alright, so there we go. The truck is just finishing our pushback here. Just finishing our pushback. What it should do is it should park us so our tailplane is sort of just about missing that wall right there. There we go. Runway 24. Sweet. Parking, parking, parking. Lovely. I think we nailed that pushback, guys. Second time round. Pretty sure we nailed it.
Go ahead
Hey.
and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Isn't this better pushback voice like John Fly's wife or something? Like one of the big streamers. Apparently this voice is his wife. Pretty cool. Okay, so tow is disconnecting. Just down there, off our nose. Let's just have a tower view. It does have a tower view. Amazing. So we can watch the tow disconnect from the tower. Disconnect and hand signals. The hand signal is no, don't do it, don't do it, stay there. Whatever you do, do not take off. Just park your plane and walk away. That's the hand signal they should be giving us. Alright, there we go. Okay, tow is disconnected, right? I'm sure our runway awareness system will tell us we are still on the runway in a minute.
And bypass pin has
Thank
been
you.
removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time, and have a safe flight.
Hand signal on the right, apparently. Cool. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. See you later, truck. Okay, we're just going to make sure the truck is clear. And then we can get off this runway here. What I'm going to do, because I am sensible, we're going to go tow list screen. We're going to go position situations. And we're going to save. Just in case. Just in case it all goes wrong, but I'm sure it will be fine. Okay, I'd say the tow is clear. Here we go, guys. Throttles up. We need full takeoff power here. Let's go.
Caution, short runway, 1,000 feet remaining. 500 remaining. 100 remaining. Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
There we go. Positive rate. Gear up, guys. Not sinking. Not sinking. There we go. Gonna fly it out of this valley here, guys. Gonna fly it out of this valley here. Lovely. Throttles down to climb. Need to make sure our flaps are up here, guys.
2,500.
Thank you. Lovely, flaps are clean. Good. Okay, we're going to get this out to 10. What we're going to do in our FMC here, guys.
Terrain.
Yeah, it's fine. What we're going to do in our FMC is we're going to clouds. Jesus, clouds. Not good. Not good. Going to go direct to Tumley. Gonna insert that. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna continue flying. Oh Jesus, we're gonna continue flying out of this valley here, guys. We'll do a replay of the takeoff once we've landed this thing, guys. Okay, gonna get our usual stuff set. So we get our spoilers armed, our auto brake over to mid. Just still continuing to hand fly the aircraft here for a minute, guys, until we are well clear of this valley. Holy shit, right, Adrian? Andre, sorry. Jesus, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, okay. There we are. Cool. Okay, about 11,000 feet. Let's get this autopilot on now, guys. Let us get this autopilot on. Okay. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Alright, I'm going to stick with this view. In a minute, guys, in a minute we should see Mount Everest on our left, which is pretty awesome. Hopefully we can see it through these clouds, but oh my god, that was a takeoff and a half. But we're clear, guys. Just keeping a very close eye on our terrain radar down here. Very close eye indeed. Oh my goodness, wow. Wow. Not liking the look of these clouds. It's not liking the look of these clouds. Hey Nabio, welcome man, welcome to the stream. Did you see the takeoff? We are flying today, Nabio, from Lukla in the Himalayas to Paro. So we've taken off in an Airbus A319. We've taken off from Lukla in an Airbus of all things, and we are going to go and try and land this thing at Paro. Should be pretty good fun, hopefully. Oh my goodness! Right, okay. How are we looking here, guys? How are we looking? I think fingers crossed we may be okay for height here. So what I'm going to do, guys, I also need to inhibit the GPWS for approach, because when we do our approach, it will just continue to shout at us. It will just be like, terrain, pull up, and well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We don't need GPWS. We got this, guys. We've got this. It's cool. So let us, while we can relax for about 2 minutes, maybe. Let's admire this Himalayan, some of this Himalayan scenery. At the moment, we're still in the standard scenery area, but we should hit the photo scenery fairly soon. As soon as we've left the left the Lukla area, we'll be onto our beautiful photo scenery of the Himalayas, guys. Should be awesome. Very cloudy day down there today. Very cloudy indeed. Amazing. So I'm expecting, like I said, fairly hard landing at Paro. Honestly, I haven't landed there without bouncing it yet. So it'll be a fairly hard landing at Paro when we get there. But I'm sure it will be just fine, guys. It will be just fine. There we go. That is Everest. Let's see if we can walk through. There we go. Mount Everest, just off our corner there, guys. Big snow-capped mountain in the distance, the highest mountain in the world, I think. This is why we came to the Himalayas. Not only do we have some really hairy approaches, we've also got some beautiful scenery to admire as well, guys. Look at that. The crazy thing, that mountain is taller. We're at almost at 33,000 feet here, right? That mountain is taller than our height currently, and people climb this. People climb this mountain. Absolutely insane. Brave people indeed. Wow. So guys, while we are climbing, cruising, whatever, here's our photo scenery coming in there. Looks beautiful. While we're climbing and cruising, guys, if you have any questions here today, just pop them down in the chat box, and I will do my best to get to them, guys. Nightbot should wake up any second now. Hopefully. I tried to get him out of bed, but he just refused. Something about his day off. So I've tried to wake Nightbot up. So he should put some commands in chat that you can use to track the flight and that kind of thing. Remember, guys, if you liked the takeoff, please like the video. I would much appreciate appreciation for that. And if you obviously want to see more, guys, please drop a subscription in as well. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're at 23,000 feet here, guys. Tumley waypoint, and we are still climbing up to cruise. There we go. Lovely. So where's the best views here? Let's go with that one. That is stunning out of the cockpit window there. Beautiful views of the Himalayas, guys. Beautiful. Also lets me keep an eye on the climb as well, which is cool. Very useful. So flights that are coming up, guys. Flights that are coming up. I've been really getting into sort of general aviation and props and that kind of thing, because everybody on YouTube streams airliners to like normal airports, and I'm trying to do something slightly different. So you know, as well as the fact we're doing a lot of Great British stuff, when we do go abroad, we're going to do interesting approaches. I also really want to start streaming some general aviation, so Cessnas and sort of twin engine props and that kind of thing. Should be something a little different, and you also get to appreciate the scenery a little bit more. If you're closer to the scenery, especially if it's photo scenery, lets you appreciate a lot more of it. I'm going to pick up the Flight Factor A350 as well, because it's a completely new aircraft that I want to learn. So that should be pretty good fun, hopefully. Going to pick that up. So lots of good stuff coming up on the channel, guys. Lots of good stuff coming up on the channel. Looking forward to it. Here we go. Can't believe I can't believe we made it off that runway. Messing about with the pushback truck was worth it. It gave us that extra few feet of runway to be able to get out of there. Awesome. Awesome, guys. 27,000 feet, almost up to cruise. So top of descent is like really close after our top of climb. So pretty much as soon as we have climbed, we will need to start descending again into Paro. There we go. Lovely. So it's a fairly short flight, but it's kind of a short and an incredibly interesting flight in terms of arrivals, departures, and scenery as well. There we go. Lovely scenery. So Paro again. Paro, we've got some custom airport scenery for that. It looks really nice. It's one of the best freeware sceneries available. It looks really nice, especially with those new runway textures we've picked up. So should be something quite pretty to look at. I think I'll should I grab a screenshot of that? Nah, it's fine. I've got lots of screenshots of flying in the Himalayas. Too many. There we go. 29,000 feet here. There we go, it's topped our climb about there. Okay, 29,000 feet for tunneling, got it. Okay, cool. Taxi. Yeah, should be at taxi flight plan. There we go, thank you. So it can continue its climb. For some reason it still thought we were still at the previous waypoint, but whatever. It's all good. There we go, as we continue our climb up to 33,000 feet. Where's our top of descent? Our top of descent, like I said, is literally a minute after our top of climb here. What have we got off our wing? Still clouds. Let's stick with this one then. Wow. Beautiful flight today. Okay. So I've heard there is an update coming for the Tolis A319 that contains sort of new textures and that sort of thing. Should be pretty cool. Should be pretty nice to see. Apparently there's new engine sounds as well. I don't think there's anything really wrong with the engine sounds, but apparently there's new engine sounds coming too. So I'm looking forward to the update of the Tolis A319, which is coming fairly shortly. I would recommend this aircraft if you want to learn Airbus, if you want to learn how to fly an Airbus. I would really recommend picking up this Tolis aircraft. Excuse me. Just admiring these mountings here. Look at these mountains, amazing. Okay, there we go, top of climb, guys. Top of climb. And top of descent, just about to come up here. Lovely. Guys, are the sound volumes and everything still okay for you? Like the microphone, the aircraft, the music and that kind of thing? Are the volumes still good? Okay, just coming up to top of descent here. And then we'll start descending into Paro. Should be fun. Should be fun, guys. Top of descent, 5 miles away. Will not take too long. We are 72 miles from the airport. 72 miles from the airport. Cool. Lovely. We can do this. Okay, top of descent is... Let's get it dialed in, don't we? Yep. Lovely. So that will start descending us to 9,000 feet, guys. Start descending us to 9,000 feet. Just pop down to the FMC again. Yeah, 9 is your destination data, it's fine. Pop down to the FMC and just make sure I've put this in correctly. Go, yeah, 250, flight level 90. Altitude constraint. Flight level 90, lovely. Just make sure it's all in there. Just make sure it's all in there, guys. Cool. Okay, and here we go. Descent into Paro. Descent into Paro Airport today. Fantastic. So after the fun takeoff, we've got a fun landing to look forward to as well here. I love that question from Andre earlier on. Are you sure you can take off? Yes, I'm sure I can take off. Definitely. Definitely. Well, I was sort of sure I could take off. Sort of sure. My god. Okay, so this is descent. Cool. See what we have in the way of scenery. Yeah, probably still better from this view, guys. Probably still better for scenery from this view here. So we just catch up with our descent path. Lovely. Can hear those engines sort of struttle up a bit as we catch our descent path there, which is cool. Okay, here we go. Glad I could bring this flight to you guys, bring this crazy takeoff, this crazy landing. I do hope you are enjoying it if you are watching this stream. So the photo scenery down there, it's generally pretty good photo scenery, but obviously you still get the odd moment where it's overlaid clouds onto the photo scenery. But given that we're in the Himalayas, you can just sort of say, "Oh, it's mountains, it's fine. It's all good. It's snow." You can say the clouds are snow on the mountains. It still looks fairly convincing. It's all good. Okay, descending through 24,000 here. There we go. So many clouds that, like, when I fly, when I stream, it's always so cloudy. I hope there's no fog at Paro. I really do. It's going to be a little bit difficult if there is cloud and fog at Paro, but we will see. We will see. See what happens, guys. See what happens. So in terms of the streaming schedule, just to remind you guys, streaming schedule is every Friday at 1 PM UTC. Once the school holidays start, so in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to start streaming twice weekly. We're going to try and do Wednesdays and Fridays, hopefully, sort of the same time. But at the moment, it's weekly streams, which seem to be growing. Looking at the views, like the last 2 streams are my most viewed, so sort of fingers crossed that the stream continues to grow and people continue to like the content. Yeah, we will see. Fingers crossed, guys. But twice a week once the school holidays start. Oh, look at that! Look at that scenery there. Amazing. That is really nice. Let's see if we can just pop out. There we are. Such detailed scenery as well. Like the resolution is really high. I think this is ortho for XP at zoom level 16. So it's really high quality scenery as well. Really nice looking. Amazing. As we head straight back into the cloud. Cool. I think we're about to hit might be about to hit the standard scenery area as well. So we'll pop to the wing. And we'll take in these wing views on our way down. So I thought about getting X-Enviro for the clouds, because the default clouds, even with sort of plugins and improvements, they do tend to clip into the scenery. But I've seen some of the issues that X-Enviro currently has, so I'll probably hold off on it a bit. Also it's quite heavy on my frame rates, but we'll see. We will see. At the moment, I'm very happy with the way these clouds look and the way the scenery looks there. I think just very quickly we might have time. For, let's clear out this message there. Might have time for a quick sort of cabin tour as well. Didn't get my strobe lights on. There we are. So we'll pop. We'll see if we can pop into the cabin here, guys, for a quick tour of the Airbus cabin. For anyone who hasn't seen it before, this is the sort of full interior of the TOLIS A319. It's very detailed, very nice looking interior indeed. So we'll pop down to these seats here, take a seat, and we'll there we go. Look at some of this Himalayan scenery from the window view. Very nice. I mean, obviously, even though I think this is the default scenery we're back in now, it still looks really nice. Imagine being a passenger on this plane. Imagine being a passenger. It would be fairly crazy seeing this scenery. Would have been even crazier taking off from Lukla, but it would still be fairly crazy looking at this scenery as well from the window of your aircraft. There we are. So we're just about to hit a left turn at the TAC-T waypoint. So we're descending 13,000. Once you hit this waypoint, you end up in like a canyon. So to avoid hitting the sides, we'll need to go into heading hold mode through there. There we go. Just keeping a very close eye on the instruments here now, guys. Very close eye indeed. See why I've turned off the GPWS? It would just be shouting at us right now, because we are essentially flying face first towards a mountain. Deary me. But it looks like, oh god, cloud. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Why is there cloud? Why? Oh no. It's alright, we're fine, guys. We will be just fine. We'll be okay. I would really like to be able to see where I'm going though, especially given that the aircraft is turning left across a mountain right now. Just trust it. Ah! Maybe it's better not being able to see. Maybe it's better not being able to see that scenery. That is absolutely terrifying. Yeah, thank you. Jesus.
1,000.
Gonna pop this into heading mode here, guys. Pop it into heading mode here. Heading 1, 2. What's sort of roughly be about heading? Yeah. We're a little bit low here, guys. Just gonna pull up. There we are.
300.
Put it back on. Little bit low as we descended. We descended into Paro there, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go get it into heading mode here now.
2,500. 2,000.
There we are.
1,000. 500. 400.
Over the mountains we go.
200.
Lovely. It's pretty hairy approach here. Okay. There we are. Excellent. We can fly straight down this canyon now, guys. Straight down the canyon. Lovely.
1,000.
Wow. I mean, maybe like we would have skimmed those trees, would have been just above them, but given this weather,
1,000.
I really didn't want to chance it. I think I'd rather hand fly the aircraft over those for sure. Oh, jeez.
2,000.
Okay, so once we hit a mountain, once we hit the next waypoint,
2,000.
we're going to be hand flying it. We're going to be hand flying it down the canyon,
2,000.
down the valley towards Paro Airport. So that will be fun. That will be fun. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Just sticking with this view because we need, still need to be able to see the instruments there.
2,000.
So we're at 9,000 feet. Once we've passed the Paro waypoint, we can disconnect. Oh god, the fog. We can disconnect the autopilot, and we can hand fly it down the valley. We should. Actually, what we want to do is, I'm also going to
1,000.
dial in our deceleration here.
500. 400.
Yeah, alright. There we go. It's fine, it's fine. We'll hand fly it. We'll hand fly it. We are good. Can apply some flaps here. Lovely. There we go. Gonna pop out the navigation display to the corner here, guys. Keep rolling on these flaps. There we go. Lovely. Take a left turn here. So we are at full flaps, gear down, at approach speed as we fly into this valley here. We'll want to go sort of low and shallow onto the runway, if at all possible. and try and minimize what's going to be an absolutely awful landing rate. There we go. Lovely. Right, hand flying down the valley now. All looking
Altimeter
good.
setting.
Really? I disagree. Speed is set. Everything else is set. Cool. Flaps are good. Spoilers are armed. Alright, happy days. Alright, down the valley we go, guys. We'll need to... I really want to get below these clouds, but we'll need to follow the river along here now. I think these clouds are probably here to stay.
500.
There we are. Alright, still following this valley here. Still following this valley, guys. Want to come in on that runway as straight as possible. A little bit lower if we can. A little bit lower here.
400.
Kind of use this as a glide slope. There we go. Lined up. Lower, lower, lower. Cool. Okay, flying down the valley. There we are. So we have a choice here. Do we follow the river all the way round? Yeah, let's follow the river all the way round. Or do we go over that hill there? We're going to follow the river, guys. That is what you're meant to do on this approach. There we go. I think these are the trees next to the airport there. You can hear those auto throttles trying to keep our speed consistent now. There we go, guys. Okay, these are the trees by the runway.
500.
Get it down, get it down, get it down. The
500.
runway should be just over this hill. There it is.
400.
Cool.
300.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Okay, it's going to be a long old landing, but let's try and fly it down here now.
100. 50. 40. Retard. 20. 10.
4,000 feet remaining.
Could have been a lot worse, guys. Could have been a lot worse. 373 feet per minute at Paro. I will take that. Oh. We're down. Guys, welcome to Paro Airport. Sweating. Let's get off the runway here, guys. Let's get off this runway now. Oh my goodness. Fairly sure my heart rate is the same as if you just we don't want to turn left out. We're going to turn left to the next one, as if we just run a marathon there. Okay, we're going to take the second taxiway. I thought we'd come down the runway a lot longer than we actually had, but it's all good. There we go. We'll turn in left here, guys. Turn in left here, and we're going to get it parked up. Welcome to Paro Airport in the Himalayas, in fog, in an Airbus from Lukla. How about that? Absolutely mad. Alright, look, there we go. Let's pop out to the nose. Let's get this parked here, guys. There we are. Okay, let's get this APU started. Start and bleed. Cool. I love the little ground people here. Amazing. Okay, so as for APU starts up, let's just let's take a look at this crazy scenery at this airport here, guys. Just mad. Surrounded by mountains. Nothing but mountains, guys. Welcome, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Please like the stream if you like the flight. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much, guys. As the APU fires up, we can switch the engines off. We're going to take in some replays of the landing. I'm also going to try and pop back and take in some replays of the takeoff as well, just so we can see how insane it was today. Oh my goodness. We did it though. We landed the aircraft. Okay, APU is online. Engines off, guys. There we go. Rest, Airbus. You have earned your rest. Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome. So we hear those engines come down. Let's disconnect from Squawk Box. There we go, Squawk Box disconnected, and let's take in these replays, guys. Where are we at the moment? Somewhere in the valley. 49, 48, 07. That should do us. Let's pop out to our runway view here, guys, until we can see the plane. And here we go, guys. Paro approach over the trees. Oh my god. I can't believe, like, 370 odd feet per minute. I will take that any day of the week at this airport. Yeah, not bad. Alright, we bounced it, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Not bad. Not bad. We got it down. We got it down at 300 and something feet per minute. Any day of the week, guys. Any day of the week, I'll take that. That's not much worse. That's not much worse than the crosswind landing in the UK. There we go. There we go. Alright, wing views. Wing view time. One last wing view, and then we'll try. We're going to try a takeoff replay as well, guys. Here. See if the sim will let us.
100. 50. 40. Retard. 20. 10.
There we go. There we go. For the last time, guys, welcome to Paro Airport. Okay, let's see if we can grab some replays of the right place on the. It's obviously got to load in all the scenery and stuff, so it might take a wee bit longer. Load up, but thank you very much for watching the flight today, guys. What I'll do is, while we are loading or what I'd like to do while we're loading the scenery, let's put the holding page up. Oh, there we are. Scenery has appeared. We don't even need the holding page. Okay, lovely. So let's fast forward a little bit more. This is all while I was sort of sat here waiting to take off this morning. Set up the aircraft quite early before the stream. Here we go, on the runway. Wow. It's our endless pushback, guys. Must be somewhere around here. Alright, so let's take in our tower view of Fao3M, you're Brazilian. Welcome to Lukla Airport. Just about to take in a replay of our takeoff here today, sir. You joined at a good time. You really did. Okay. So this is our takeoff replay at Lukla Airport in the Himalayas. In an Airbus. Oh my god. Ah! So it literally falls off. It falls off the runway there. It disappears. And then, there we go. Look at that. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's insane. Jesus. Alright, let's take in a view from the front of the aircraft, just so we can see how close we were, guys, to the edge of that mountain there. Oh my god, wow. Okay, there we are. Yeah, it's great to have an audience from Brazil. Mr. Falf3M, look, if you like what you see, obviously drop us a like, man. And if you want to see more crazy stuff like this, doing things with planes that you really shouldn't, then drop us a subscribe as well. It would be much appreciated. Literally falling off a cliff here, guys. Literally falling off a cliff. There we are. You can see this mountain coming in on the right, just how close we get to it. Insane. Absolutely insane. And once more, oh, that scenery, look at that scenery, beautiful. And once more from the passenger view, don't sink, yes. I did not sink, Once more from the passenger view, guys, and then I will leave you for today. This is one last wing view of our takeoff from Lukla in an Airbus in the Himalayas, guys. Awesome. Falling. We are falling. And then eventually get that positive rate, that gear up, and eventually you start to climb out of there. Awesome. Hey, Greek Warrior, hi, welcome, man. Look, so you've literally just missed the stream, man. But please check out the replay, dude. It was insane. We took off from Lukla, which I'm just doing some replays of now, and we landed at Paro Airport in the Himalayas. The replay will be up on YouTube fairly shortly. If you drop us a subscribe, I'm sure it will remind you when that is up. But thank you so much for joining us here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Guys, that will do us for today's stream. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on the replay, thank you for watching as well. I do hope you enjoyed. I will see you next week, guys, at Friday at 1 PM UTC, and every Friday at 1 PM UTC for some absolutely mad flights. Guys, thank you so much. Take care, and remember, you can always go around. Unless you're at Lukla, you cannot go around at Lukla.